Alrighty. Well, we are live on YouTube right now,
Awesome.
and let's get ready. So, last we left off, you guys were, you guys followed the werewolf into the cave. He ran through the forest of curses and down into this deep cave that went pretty far underground, where you emerged into a cavern filled with glowing mushrooms that Twig determined were mushrooms that her village, its
There.
their mushrooms that their village used to perform like healing rituals and stuff.
Kid's brain went for chomp.
Um, and then,
Is this something the artificer can use as a ingredient in making healing potions?
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah.
So this is something we should be harvesting.
Most likely.
Is one of our characters an artificer?
Yes. I believe so.
How much do you need?
Wait. Oh, how much do I need? I am an artificer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'll take as much as I can possibly get.
Don't
It
disrespect
is
mushroom.
mushroom, so it would be fairly light to carry. It's just not very dense.
Right.
I'll see if
Alright.
there's something I can use to make a sack or bag or something like that that we can fill his backpack up with.
I mean,
So you can use 'em.
there are several like leafy plants also, kind of in that bottom section where you guys killed the werewolf. You could probably like weave a bag real fast.
Steyer also is really good at organizing things. His backpack is, despite all the random stuff that he has, very well organized, so he's able to carry more stuff than you would usually be able to carry in a backpack.
All right, so I'll use the vinage to make some sort of basket type things that he can organize in his backpack and stuff them with as many mushrooms as I could fit in them. Take me a little time, I'm sure, but
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably use like a dagger or something, and the mushrooms aren't very tough to cut through. It's actually pretty easy. So it wouldn't
so
take
if he,
too long.
especially if he can use these, especially if he can use these as ingredients for making healing potions.
Oh, definitely. Stair, you could probably reasonably carry about 10 pounds of this mushroom.
Okay. I
Simply
will
just
put that-
because it takes up so much space.
Right. Okay, I will
I'll
add that to
help
my-
him facilitate that. Because I foresee the need of healing down the road. And potions of cure wounds are handy.
Yes.
Stair, are you proficient with potion making?
I don't think that I
You
am.
very much are.
Oh, I am? Okay.
You are proficient with alchemist supplies and brewer's supplies.
Very cool.
Sure.
Steyer's gonna get out of his still and start fucking shit up.
I love that Styre cannon carries a copper still.
Bing.
Yeah, this
may
giant
wanna
copper
fall back
still,
to
and
maybe,
it turns over to glass or whatever, and it's this magnificent thing that you would see in like a Disney movie, like an early 40s Disney movie.
May want to fall back to my old cabin.
your cabin from this area, you would guess, is probably a day's travel.
Oh, is it? Oh. That would give us a place to rest for a while. About a day from here.
But not too long after you guys journey off that way,
yeah.
you'll come into your familiar territory. You'll go back into the forest that you're familiar with.
Okay. Cool.
It's swampland, right?
Yes.
Okay. I make the travel easier for you guys.
Oh yeah, traveling in any of this area, it's all swamp. You're just, this is a part of it that you haven't explored yet.
Yeah, I use my knowledge of the land and my ranger's guiding ability to make it easier for him.
So, what is your plan at this point? What are you guys thinking?
Well, Steyer... Well, in the swamp, probably not. So I think we should leave the swamp, if at all possible, and try to get to nice solid ground so I can start making some potions.
Aren't we headed towards Knox's cabin?
Right.
Solid ground, dry place. Relatively safe from most ambush. Good place to rest up.
I think that I
You
would be
guys
a lot
can
more
decide
comfortable
whether
trying
you-
to, yeah, do my alchemist stuff there instead of right in the middle of a swamp.
And we could come up with a plan. And you guys can decide whether you want to keep me around or not. I wouldn't mind traveling with you all if you'll have me.
I think you added an important feature of our group that we were missing otherwise.
Big just like looks over and just like he is pretty good with that bow though. I think.
Yeah. Steyer still is looking at the bow like he really wants to touch it.
You know how like you know how people like look at children and like no. No. No.
Yes.
Swatting his hand away.
I know exactly that feeling.
I will break a bow out of my backpack and hand it to you.
Okay.
I'll even string it for you. It's the same kind of bow, it's just not as good as the one I'm carrying.
This is definitely going to interest him, and I will absolutely start looking at it, holding it, but there's something deep down that still wants to take yours.
Nox, you probably realize that, like, as soon as you hand Steyer this bow, Steyer's pulled out, like, calipers, and he's measuring the exact diameter of the string. He's looking over all of the craftsmanship.
It's still elven craft, but
Right. I've got a belt tensioning tool that I'm using to see the tension of the the string.
oh, you pull it at 60 and it releases at 80.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yes.
I would definitely be very fascinated by this.
Yes. So yeah, Nox, with your familiarity and favored terrain type of the swamp, you could probably get the party there in about half of the time. It'd be about 12 hours
Okay.
if you were leading them.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm gonna make it as easy as possible for them.
And I've noticed the group can't become lost except by magical means. So,
Ooh.
pretty cool. Never messed with a ranger, so.
Jesse Priest comes out. The Jesse Priest.
Your proficiency bonus is doubled for proficient skills when you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to it. Cool. And you aren't slowed by difficult terrain.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You talking about the ranger abilities?
Yeah. Yeah, I've never messed with a ranger, so this is all stuff I'm
fun on it.
learning.
Yes.
Pretty cool. So yeah, you guys set off towards Nox's cabin.
Very cool.
Let us see if anything were to happen.
I can't call my wagon.
Yeah, you
Yes,
left
because
me
you
wagon.
are not on a road.
My children.
Didn't we leave them, Carl? Didn't we leave
No.
them, Carl's?
They're in the wagon.
Yeah, I meant the wagon.
Yeah. They're in the wagon in the town we just came from.
Oh, are they?
They're in the village?
Yeah. I called the wagon, I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't. Wait. Did I call the wagon?
In my notes, it says that we left it at Carl's.
Did we leave it at Carl's? I think. Maybe.
Well, as long as you're on the road, you can call it.
Yeah. I can always call it if I'm on a road.
You are not, in fact, on a road
No,
currently.
you
Not
can
really
try
a
it.
road to get to my cabin.
You are not, in fact, on a road currently.
That. I'm just saying.
It's
Well,
highly
you have to
unlikely that I'd have a
go in
road to my
inventory.
cabin.
Yeah. So,
We eventually have to go back to the road so we can, or go back to the town so we can tell them that the
I will
werewolf's
say-
dead. So
from the entrance of the cave, it would take you guys like 2 hours to get to the village.
So we can go to the village and let them know, or we can go to Knox's cabin and blow it out. Or we can just do anything.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
open map, you know?
Neat thing about D&D.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be like, okay, so Steyer is going to set off a forest fire.
I can do that if you want me to.
Please don't do that.
No.
You're gonna do a what?
We were thinking about starting a forest fire because it would be funny.
In this swamp?
Yeah, why not?
I
Very
splash
wet.
water on your fire.
Well,
Here's
you'd
the
want to
thing.
start it in the top of the tree so the
Smoking me out.
over.
Here's the thing: we have to be on good terms with the king. Okay.
I don't think
Yeah.
setting the entire forest on fire would put you on good
We
Just
terms.
we are
Say it
here
before
for
Yeah.
a reason.
But yeah, so you guys journey, and it's fairly uneventful. You guys notice that traveling with Nox, like your boots don't even seem to really like sink in the mud and get stuck at all. You guys are traveling pretty easily through what would otherwise be pretty difficult. Nox, I imagine you'd be like pointing out some of the beasts in the forest that have been transformed.
Yeah. When I see one, when we encounter one.
Like as you guys are traveling, Nox every once in a while will just be like shh, shh, and then point, and you see just like it's a bear's body with an elk head,
Oh,
but at the same time the elk is horribly disfigured.
this would otherwise usually excite Steyer, but he is a little disconcerted about the animal's condition.
And there's multiple creatures that Nox points out that are in a similar vein. Looks like some freak just attached two animals together. But besides that, I mean, you get there pretty uneventfully. You arrive at Knox's cabin in the woods. Would you like to describe your cabin, Knox?
Yeah, sure. It's not. It's on high ground. It's dry. It's a grassy kind of clearing in the swamp, and I mean and it's kind of hidden by hedgerows or like some blackberry brush. He takes you kind of through a little zigzag through the trail, and then boom, you're in a clearing and there's a cabin. It's concealed from view as far as like you coming out, and then oh hey, wow. Hold on, I'm gonna cough. So I don't. Sorry, I have a chronic cough. Anyways, you come out into that clearing, and there's this. The logs are stacked, and it's synced with swamp mud and straw. The roof is clay tiles with grass growing on it, so overhead traffic looks like it might be clearing, except for maybe the smoke. Does have a stone chimney, also done with swamp clay and rocks. It's a pretty simple affair. It's got a cot. There's room in the clearing for everybody to be off the water, off the ground, or out of the water, but not off the ground. I mean, and just like a simple cot and kind of a wooden, or not wooden, but table and a chair. There's evidence of arrow making all around out there where he's been. You can see where he's got a pile of filings that he can use for fire starter and or whatever. And he just kind of like home sweet home.
While you guys are in the safety of the cabin, would you like to hear about those paintings?
Yes. Do we make our way inside the cabin? Or are we just observing it from the outside?
You're welcome to go inside.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and go inside.
Do I have to just peek through a window?
It's a single room affair and kind of an A-frame.
Yeah, that's another thing is Twig is not fitting inside this thing.
You got a window I can peep out of?
Is it like Luke inside of Yoda's hut fitting, or like not at all?
Oh no. No.
Just sitting on the porch, looking through the door.
Yeah, it's like Twig lives outside, peering in through windows. Yeah, it's not gonna fit.
It takes advantage of natural light.
Yeah, it's.
I can open a shutter and Twig can look in.
Awesome.
I want to go and sit down by the window Twig is looking through.
Yes.
Sorry. I look at Twig and go, sorry, I wasn't expecting company. And
very, very unique company.
Now, yeah. Now that Nox is like more out of the daylight and not his face painted and trying to hide all the time, you can see that he is pretty scarred up.
Ooh.
Like mauled by a bear or orc axe or something that didn't have access to a healer type of scarring.
So you guys take a peek at these paintings, and one of them is it depicts a dense forest bathed in eerie silvery light of a full moon. There are tall, twisted trees with gnarled branches forming intricate patterns against the night sky. The moon's glow casts long shadows, creating a sense of depth and mystery. In the background, a faint figure of a wolf can be seen howling at the moon. Howling at the moon, sorry. The frame is almost silver. It's very ornate, engraved with lunar symbols and runes that almost seem to pulse faintly with energy.
Ooh.
Are these magical?
Possibly.
Per chance.
You'd have to identify them to know.
Perhaps.
At the bottom right corner, there is a signature of the artist. Leora Selwyn.
I don't know how to spell that.
LIORASSELWYN. Leora Selwyn.
Spell the last name again.
SELWYN.
It's not a complicated name.
Would anyone have any knowledge of artists?
What would that be?
Possibly, maybe.
I mean, just
Most-
from your
A long
background.
time.
I think so. Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Sorry, just like a lot of things.
What would
to
that be a
interested
knowledge
in.
of? History?
probably. I know that
I am proficient in history.
Yask was raised in a very rich, noble home, so Yask probably would have encountered many paintings, and Aunt Jessie
Yeah, it was
probably
also a lot of self-study.
Aunt Jessie probably would have made you learn stuff like that. And Twig, being a former trader, would probably also have encountered many paintings.
I am also proficient in history as well.
I
Apparently.
got a 16 on history in the off chance.
Hold on, I don't have. I forgot to get literally everything out.
Nox, based on the fact that you've basically separated yourself from most of civilization, do you feel that Nox would have an knowledge of renowned painters?
There is a very remote, in 122 years chance that he would have had that in kind of encounter.
Take 1 second. That I forgot elves aged for a long time, and that kind of scared me for a minute. Like, whoa.
Yeah, 122 years to an elf is a teenager.
Yeah, it's very young.
So in that amount of time, there is a very remote chance, but not a real good one.
So it, I mean,
He grows in.
it's possible you
He
might.
started out as a street urchin.
It's possible you might recognize the name, but you'd probably be like, I mean, it sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah.
For
Cool looking painting.
Yeah. For Twig and Yask, however, the name Leora Selwyn, you guys would recognize because this artist is known for her mystical landscape paintings. Her paintings are fairly sought after.
So valuable.
Should we relay that information to Steyer so we can geek out?
It's up to you guys.
Yes, could you relay the information to me?
I'll say Twig tells Steyer. Oh, it's a very sought after artist.
Steyer gets this. Steyer gets off this magnifying glass or whatever, and he flips it open, and like 5 other magnifying glasses stick out of it or whatever. And he starts investigating the painting to make sure it's authentic.
A Swiss. A Swiss.
A Swiss magnifying.
Yes.
I will say, this painting looks very old. However, the second painting looks very new. This painting portrays a fish-like humanoid goddess in all her dark majesty.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Does that look familiar? Yes.
Everybody, including Nox, would recognize this being as the fish-like humanoid goddess that appeared after you defeated the werewolf.
Oh no. Okay.
She stands on a rocky outcrop beneath the ocean, her scales shimmering with iridescent hues of blue and green. Her eyes glow with an otherworldly light, and her hands are raised, commanding the sea creatures that surround her. The background is a swirling mass of dark water, with shadowy figures of sea monsters looming in the depths. The
Interesting
painting is
part.
encased in a black lacquered frame inlaid with mother of pearl that catches the light and resembles the scales of a fish.
Send that to the general so I can remember that description for later.
I will.
It's very interesting that a
Who's the
landscape artist would
artiste?
then do a portrait.
She had to do it now.
In the bottom
Who's the
left,
artist?
in the bottom left corner, the name Darian Voss is scrawled. Those of you with knowledge of painters will recognize the name as belonging to a master painter famed for his depictions of divine and mythical beings.
Is that one S or 2?
What?
How many S? In the last name.
I'll spell the name. D-A-R-I-A-N V-O-S-S.
Cool.
Like the water.
Yes.
Yes.
Like the water.
Was that a joke you made? Is that like
Is it?
No, it's,
think you're
Nox
so
has no
clever.
clue. Nox has no clue. He rolled a 2.
The third
he's just scratching his head like what's
The third painting. You gaze upon it and you are immediately hit with like a chill.
Bro.
It seems to capture a dark ritual being performed under a blood-red moon. Hooded figures stand in a circle around an ancient stone altar, their faces hidden in shadow. The moon above is large and ominous, casting a crimson hue over the scene. The altar is covered in arcane symbols and freshly spilled blood, with a sinister figure standing at its center, arms raised in invocation. The frame is made of dark mahogany, carved with symbols of ancient rites and adorned with small rubies that glint menacingly in the light. The artist Ilara Dre has signed the back of the canvas. She is known for her dark and evocative works that explore forbidden rituals and occult themes.
All these paintings in that box.
Hmm.
Can you spell that
Another
name as
one
well,
Vox or
please?
Knox has not heard of.
Yippee!
Steyer, after very intently looking at this painting and doing all of that he can, he's going to determine that, to the best of his knowledge, that it is real.
Are they magical?
Hmm. For me to tell, you think perception? I would perceive if it was magical.
Would you?
Or the spell identify?
Or
Uh,
the
Or
spell
the
identify.
Yeah, the spell I did.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one to use.
Emily, didn't you like give yourself more spells?
Oh, that wasn't an option.
Yeah,
for
but
me.
she
Oh.
can't choose it. But Steyer can choose it.
Warlocks can't have it, so I
Steyer,
picked the one that can.
You pick something else.
Steyer suddenly realized that he can pick like 15 spells and
Yep.
Do you have identity?
Oh.
Why?
Okay, I cast Identify to see if it's magical.
Up real quick. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I sent it in general. It's the descriptions and the artists.
Oh.
Which was
I
a
wish
pain
I
in the
could-
butt because Discord has a 2,000 character limit.
I wish I could just like on my paper.
Yeah, no, I'm very much just like putting only the very important information on here.
So,
You want me to read the spell identifier, or you got it, Dyer?
Oh, are you talking about in general? You want me to read? I mean, that's it.
I can read it to you, or you if you got it, unless you got it. Tells you
I
what
got
you-
it,
what
but
does.
isn't this all just what he had said before?
Unless it's a magical item.
Wait, am I not understanding something right now?
yeah, you can tell if the item is magic or has some other magic imbued
Oh.
object. You learn its
Okay.
properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. You'll learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. And if the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead
yeah.
touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Okay, so I would like to touch the painting and see what spells are affecting the glowing one. That was the Abyssal Queen that was glowing?
No, that was the first one.
Oh, it was the Moonlit Forest. Okay.
Yes, the frame had arcane runes that were glowing.
Okay. I would like to touch it and see what spells are affecting it.
There are not any spells affecting it, but you do note that there is energy flowing through it.
Okay.
It
But not really.
It seems to be something that preserves the painting.
Okay, so that's why it looks new. I see.
Yeah,
some sort of preservative smell.
The frame looks like the frame looks old, but the painting looks new.
Okay.
We also have these items that
Yes.
need taking a look at while you got time.
We also have what? What was the?
Several items
Okay.
that
Yeah.
we
Be happy to identify them.
the Ring of Animal Influence, tree token, 3 paintings, which we just went over, 2 spell scrolls, a wind fan, universal solvent, potion of vitality, and an alchemy jug. And we have we have the option of distributing that stuff if anybody wants any of that.
I took the solvent last time, but if anyone wants me to identify or take anything else,
You were given
We know what
several
these
spell
are.
scrolls. Sorry?
It said 2 spell scrolls, so we don't know what those are yet.
No.
And if anybody doesn't want it, I could probably use the Ring of Animal Influence for now.
As far as you guys can tell, it's just a ring until it gets identified.
Okay.
The jug looks a little strange. You don't know that it's an alchemy jug, and the wind fan just looks like a normal, like, palm fan until it's identified. And the tree token.
Yeah, it'd be great if you could take the time to identify those things.
yeah, I'd be happy to. I'll start with the tree token. I don't know what that is, so I'd like to know. Okay, I have cast my identify. I touch my hand to the tree token.
Jesus Christ.
Spider.
Bring in the big old book out.
Are magic items in the player's handbook? I think they are.
Your DM has no head. Oh, there it is.
Is it in Master's Guide?
This is kind of why I wanted to come to the cabin. We could all use a long rest and sort out these magical items and distribute them before we head back to town.
I miss my kids, Knox. I miss my kids.
He looks at you quizzically like, what kids?
They're in the other town.
I could probably get to town and get them.
They're in a complicated situation right now.
That's one way of putting it. I keep trying to look back through my notes to find the king's name because I know for a fact we learned it. But
I have it. Okay,
nothing.
sorry.
I have no information on this man.
I think I have it somewhere.
Yeah, I have the name of the mayor. But we need to go back to the king, so that doesn't really matter. I guess
Because
we could also stop by and tell the mayor too, so we don't just fucking like do our job and then never say anything.
I could have sworn I wrote his name down, but all I did was doodle a lion head, and I tried to put his name beside it, but I forgot. I guess
It's not King Atlan?
that's
No,
the
that's
other
our
king.
isn't it?
That's the other king. Okay. My bad.
That's I can remember names. It's fine.
That's the
can't
king of
remember-
Naffisea.
Yes,
Yeah.
King of Naffisea.
I can't remember the king's name, and I thought I wrote it down.
Yeah, I have
Are you
King
talking
Atlan
about
written
the
down.
emperor?
Yeah, the emperor.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
have
nice.
these names.
He's a large leonin.
I don't even have that info.
He's a large leonin.
Alrighty, I found it.
Yippee! Please help us.
Listen,
Oh,
Well,
as
I
far
did
as
that-
the name, you're on your own.
in my defense, I thought I wrote it down.
Look, I have the mayor's name.
So,
I have the mayor's name.
My
I have nothing
defense, I
else.
wasn't there.
Gojin,
Yeah,
Glyphica.
we need to get Knox to ask him what his name is, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Style.
Yes.
You touch this tree token. You immediately learn that it is a tree token.
Very cool.
You would also know that you must be outdoors to use this token. You can
Okay.
use an action to touch an unoccupied space on the ground. The token disappears, and in its place, a non-magical oak tree springs into existence. The tree is 60 feet tall and has a 5-foot diameter trunk, and its branches at the top spread out in a 20-foot radius.
So, if I were to put this underneath someone, would it grow through them?
It'd probably, I mean, it says it springs into existence, so you do with that what you think it would do.
Okay, okay.
And we'll see how you use it.
Sounds
His
interesting.
bloodthirst is getting out of control.
Just practical with my items.
Sorry, you don't. All you think about is murder.
That's a little bit more Navario.
If you touch
stuff,
the
but-
two scrolls, you learn that one is a spell scroll of create food and water, and the other is a spell scroll of animate dead.
Oh, very cool.
The typing.
Jesus.
Spell scroll of
Animate dead.
animate dead. I couldn't remember the word animate. Dead. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the good one. That's the necrotic one.
Right, that one doesn't
Necrotic
help.
one.
Well, it can be useful.
you could walk his dead body back to the town.
Yeah.
Can you use this guy?
Or if you need some skeletons to fight with you.
Still typing?
Yeah, I'm getting my tree token one down.
What does the tree just grow a natural tree?
Yes, a tree springs into existence. An oak tree with a 5-foot diameter.
That's
That
60
is
feet.
60 feet tall. Suddenly appears.
I suppose if I'm being chased by lions, it gives me a chance to get off the ground.
Or you could place it underneath
It has to
the
be in an
lions and
unoccupied
put them
space.
all in a tree, or you could go straight to.
So you'd have to choose a space in front of you and then climb the tree.
What if you jump up in the air and then you?
Would it launch you, or would it go through you?
Yeah.
See, that's the
That's
the
the
question.
trick.
If you jumped in the air and went,
Yeah, would
Yeah,
you
I just had
suddenly
to cut
appear
off some,
inside the tree.
That could be awkward.
Or would it be like this? Wait, hang on.
You're not on camera, you know that, right?
Yes, I know. Hang on.
He's probably
Let
sending
me
a
show
meme.
you. Yes. An image.
Image. That's Carson's favorite thing to do.
Would it be like this whenever you throw the token?
Probably.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was just remarking that I had to take a sawzall to some metal T-posts.
That tree had grown through.
Yeah,
So,
they were used to keep the tree when it was little, keep it upright.
I see.
Steyer, you touched the wind fan.
Okay.
While holding this fan, you can use an action. You can use an action to cast the Gust of Wind spell.
Oh,
Oh, damn, yeah. I
I've
don't
used
think
this one
I did
before.
that.
Once used, the fan shouldn't be used again until the next dawn. Each time it is used again before then, it has a cumulative 20% chance of not working and tearing into useless, non-magical tatters.
Ooh.
So it's a once a day thing.
Pretty much. Unless you want to risk it destroying itself.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Also have that. So we could be fucking twice as powerful with using just wind with that thing.
Is it repairable after it tears itself?
No, it's non-magical tatters.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
What?
Okay, cool.
The Universal Solvent. It is a tube that holds milky liquid with a strong alcohol smell. You can use an action to pour the contents of the tube onto a surface within reach. The liquid instantly dissolves up to 1 square foot of adhesive it touches, including sovereign glue.
Put that on the side of a ship, on an enemy ship.
Yeah, no kidding. Have all the boards start coming apart,
Love-
or all the seams start coming apart.
Yep, all the sealant, the pine tar.
Right.
Suddenly, there was no more ship.
Blub blub.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, our Wi-Fi is eating shit right now.
It happens to the best of us.
My computer's right next to it. I mean, literally like 18 inches away.
Ours isn't that
From the
far.
router.
Ours is probably about 4 feet.
I use LAN cables. I think they're the best.
I mean, Ethernet technically is better. Just because it, instead of
Or
having to
Ethernet,
deal with the waves of a normal over-the-air signal, it gives you a more stable signal.
Right.
Not necessarily better signal, just stable signal, and that's what computers usually want, is stable, not fast.
Right. Like at my dad's house, I didn't
Don't
have
we
an
all?
Ethernet cable, and it'd be great sometimes, and all of a sudden it would be 999 ping for the next 3 minutes, and then it would be fine for the next hour.
Yeah.
Don't we all just want stable lives?
So, the Ring of Animal Influence. The ring has 3 charges. It regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to expend one of its charges to cast one of the following spells: Animal Friendship, Fear, targeting only beasts that have an intelligence of 3 or lower, or Speak with Animals.
What was the name of the scroll again?
Which one? The scroll of create food and water, or
No,
animate
the one
dead?
that you just said, the animal one.
This is the Ring of Animal Influence.
Oh, Ring of Animal.
If you guys add these to your inventory, you should also be able to see all of this.
So you can communicate, scare, and what was the other?
It's Animal Friendship, Fear, and Speak with Animals.
And it regenerates the charges.
Daily at dawn. It has 3 charges and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. I'm going to be 100% honest. Whenever I designed this encounter, I used this really cool resource that used to be a thing, and it disappeared off the internet completely. And then somebody revived it.
Ooh.
It is called Black Ball's Treasure, and it basically is a way of designing treasure and loot for encounters based on the DC of the encounter. And
Nice.
the alchemy jug was not one of the items that I ended up getting. The alchemy jug wasn't one of the items I ended up getting when I rolled on that table. But I really love the alchemy jug for its meme capabilities. So I added it also as part of the loot. Because
Alchemy.
it's just too good. The alchemy jug.
Okay.
It is a ceramic jug that appears to be able to hold a gallon of liquid, and it weighs about 12 pounds, whether full or empty. Sloshing sounds can be heard from within the jug when it is shaken, even if the jug is empty. You can use an action and name one liquid from this table below to cause the jug to produce the chosen liquid. Afterward, you can uncork the jug as an action and pour that liquid out up to 2 gallons per minute. The maximum amount of liquid the jug can produce depends on the liquid you named. Once the jug starts producing a liquid, it can't produce a different one or more of one that has reached its maximum until the next dawn.
Cheese sauce.
Nice.
I would
The
love to have
liquids
that.
are acid, 8 ounces. Basic poison, ½ ounce. Beer, 4 gallons. Honey, 1 gallon.
4 gallons of beer.
Mayonnaise, 2 gallons. Oil,
Frenchman mayo.
oil, quart. Vinegar, 2 gallons. Water, fresh, 8 gallons. Water, salt, 12 gallons. Wine, 1 gallon. I love this item.
So, okay, you fill it with a quart of oil, you turn it over and uncork it and pour it out. How long does it take it until you can pour another quart of oil?
A day.
A day. Okay.
Yeah, you don't even have to pour oil in it. You just hold
Right.
it. Say you hold it,
It
say
creates-
oil, uncork it, and you pour out oil.
Don't do it with a southern accent. Come out old.
Oil.
Oh.
Hey son, can I get some oil in my truck?
Have you seen that video of the woman? She has like a trash can that's voice automated, and she has an English accent, and it's not working for her. So she goes, "Open can," and it finally opens.
There you go. If you
Yeah,
look
my
at,
truck keeps
if you look at
dialing
campaign
numbers
art,
all the time because it doesn't understand me.
if you look at campaign art, there is a picture of the jug.
Oh,
I would love to have this if nobody else does.
dude, go right ahead.
I am going to take that for myself.
I have no use for that.
Twig doesn't see a use in the jug. They'd probably crush it with 2 fingers.
I don't know. It weighs 12 pounds.
It's a heavy ass jug.
Either way, Twig would have to be like to grab the cork.
Ooh, that is very cool looking. So you pull the cork depending on what you want to pour out.
Basically.
I see that.
Steyr just make a makeshift like pot holder on his back.
But again, remember, once the jug starts producing a liquid, it can't produce a different one or more of one that has reached its maximum until the next dawn.
Still really cool. And it's a wonder cider.
Oh yeah, this thing is technically very, very rare.
That's very cool. And was that all, or was there more?
That was all of the items that
Okay,
you guys
cool.
found.
Okay, with that being said, Steyer's going to set up his still and start producing healing potions out of the mushrooms.
You guys watch as Steyr basically like reaches into his bag and like Mary Poppins pulls out an entire copper still. And begins producing potions.
Does anybody have any objection to me taking claim to the animal influence ring?
You can take it.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so I have claimed the universal solvent already. I got the alchemy jug. Nox got the ring of animal influence. That means the fan scroll, tree token, spell scroll of animate dead, and spell scroll of food and water are still on the table to grab.
And the 3 paintings.
And the 3 paintings. I thought Nox already had claimed them.
No, I just picked them up for everybody.
Okay, I would definitely like the Moonlit Forest.
I would personally, I'd sell them when we got to town and distribute the cash or the gold pieces, but up to y'all.
Right.
There it is.
Hold on to the Moonlit.
I want to hold on to the Abyssal Queen.
Okay.
So I'll
The
take
moon-
one of the paintings.
The Blood Moon Ritual, which is the scary one, is up for grabs for someone to hold.
You took the Moonlit Forest?
Yes.
Okay. I'm writing everyone's names next to like who claims what, so I don't forget.
What was left again?
There is left is the Blood Moon Ritual painting, the Spell Scroll of Food and Water, Spell Scroll of Animate Dead, the Tree Token, and the Fan Scroll.
Wind fan.
Or Wind Fan.
Twig's probably not very interested in any of those.
I'd be happy to take the Tree Token. I've already claimed 3 items, though.
Also, remember, you have another party member passed out on the roof of a nearby
Yeah.
building.
There is also that.
He's not nearby anymore.
Well, yeah.
It's about a day's walk. It's fine.
It's actually a shorter trip to town. It's kind of like a triangle.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's not super
Is
far.
that AI generated? Yeah, that's AI generated.
So what's why we wait to go see Ben?
No, not the AI
How many
art.
people we got here?
Yeah, I took it down. I don't even want to look at it.
Do you mean not the AI art? Cancel you.
Yeah, I don't like looking at it. So
Get canceled, bitch.
yeah, it's really blurry whenever you see it on Google. So I'm going.
I
This
feel
one-
really sad. I
It's not
feel really sad.
that it's AI art. It's the fact that it's just ugly in general.
Yeah, it's a little. I was thinking it was when I clicked on it, and then once I got to it, I was like, yeah.
Have you seen that meme that says like, AI art proved that humans have a soul?
Yeah, no kidding.
Because if you look at AI art and then human made art, this is
Completely soulless if it's not.
Mm. I was telling Anna about the the videos online that I'm seeing where it's like people pretending that they really improved with their art. So they'll show like really crappy sketches, which is very clearly things that they made like right before making the video. And then their quote unquote improvement is just like AI art of like anime characters or some shit. And like every single image is like a completely different style. And you take one look at it and you realize it's just fully AI art. There are so many people making videos like that online. It's ridiculous.
My favorite is like a Facebook post that's like, "Let's honor our World War One veterans" or whatever. It's a picture of like a living person, even though every single World War One veteran is no longer alive, and something like that. All the comments are like, "I support you" and all that sorts of stuff like that. Despite that, there's no World War One veterans left.
The old people on Facebook who can't tell the difference.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, that's something that's, kind of new and really weird. The idea that someone can make something out of nothing.
are we
Like-
are we napping at Knox's cabin, or am I sleeping outside in the dirt?
I guess you would be sleeping outside the dirt.
I can come join you outside in the dirt if you want.
You could change a tent.
It's a 10.
Do you have a tent?
I don't know.
You can't really pitch a tent if you don't have a tent to pitch.
It does
I
make it a lot more
have-
difficult.
I have
You should, though.
a bedroll.
Nice.
There you go.
Lay in the mud.
I could still come join you if you want.
Like, I can't remember what freaking movie I'm thinking of. It's not The Cruise. There's I can't remember what it was. But it's got two characters, and one character really big and one character really small. And the small one sleeps on the Timon and Pumbaa. Huh? There it is. You know what I mean? How he sleeps on his belly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. You feeling okay about the painting? Yes.
No, it's fucking weird. Like, why is it so old? Yet, like, I don't.
Well, this painting looks fairly new.
Yeah, that's the newest looking
Oh, is
painting.
that the newest one? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting the. We kept bouncing around between each painting, and I was getting confused.
Well,
I don't know.
it is a new advancement in what we know about Jesse.
It's weird writing Zernia now. I keep forgetting.
So,
Edina.
right around nightfall, or just before nightfall, Knox comes around and hands everybody a couple of berries.
Very cool.
Very.
Oh, yeah.
They're full. Each one of them is a full day's worth of rations.
Oh,
Oh, very cool.
for real? That's
Thank
actually
you.
so cool.
Going to add that to my backpack.
I just cast good berries, so
Good very.
and then I can stand watch all night if you guys just give me a few hours
Uh,
before dawn, before it gets dark, and then I could be up all night.
Star only needs to sleep, I would say, 4 hours per day because he's more robot than
Yeah, he's got the same
man,
thing
but
you
he has
have.
to maintain himself. Which takes time.
He's got the same thing you
I
have.
see.
He can have partial rest.
Right.
I think we.
So if you want to take part of the night, and then I'll watch for the rest.
I think we discussed that Twig
I
needs
only-
full rest.
Yes.
I only go into trance for 4 hours, and I typically do it right about this time of day. That way, when dark rolls around, I'm up and about.
I see.
Yeah, Steyr basically has the same thing.
I don't know about Yask anymore. 'Cause
Yeah, I'm
I
looking at
knew,
it.
yeah, I was like, I knew that for Changeling they needed a full rest, but I don't know.
They are part fish, and fish just kind of stop. And they go,
Fish don't really sleep.
they rest. But you're also semi aquatic.
I'm also technically a little more human than Finn is, so.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't put it in your features. So
Or is it like, yeah, Yask has no problem jerking awake like fish do?
I don't have anything in here about it.
Cool.
Now, did you just forget?
No, because I would have put it on there.
I keep forgetting that you made this.
That would be a cool
Sorry.
idea, though. You can't lie.
It's like, oh, we could just look it up. No, we can't.
And has anybody ever read Patricia Briggs?
I've not.
Who?
Patricia Briggs.
No, I
She
have
writes
not.
about the Tri-Cities area around in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, so
I
are we?
particularly enjoyed it because at the time we were living in that area. So
I see. That's pretty cool.
So what it is that Nox will be, or is it who's awake first?
I'll just be in a trance for 4 hours
Okay.
before it gets dark, and then I'll be up all night, stand and watch over you guys. And if there's another one that trances as well, now's a good time to do it while everybody else is awake.
Yeah, that would be Steyr.
Okay. Yes. I will do that as well.
All right. Let me know, if we can take a long rest.
You can.
Okay.
You get the full
Good to go.
benefits of a long rest.
Cool. Long.
And then Knox will be up all night patrolling. He'll cover his face and disappear into the darkness to stand watch over everybody as they rest.
We rest.
You rest.
Cool.
In the morning, what does everyone do?
Steyer's gonna keep on working on his potions, getting them all up to snuff.
Immediately check. Make sure Yask is still there. And that Steyr is still there.
I'm just gonna whittle for a bit, I guess.
Whittle.
I don't know what I'm whittling, but I'll I can come
Figure
up
it
with
out.
something in a
Oh.
minute.
How long is it going to take you to make those potions?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of material here. I'm not really sure how many 10 pounds is going to produce. That's going to be up to the DM's discretion. But it's probably going to take me at least until noon today. I mean, this
Okay.
seems like a lot of them.
And what Yask is the other character's name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Yask is
Yes.
whittling. Nox shows up with a bunch of yew sticks, and he hands you this tool with a hollowed out center that's kind of sharp.
Hey, Steyr.
And
Yes.
To brew a potion of healing, according to the Dungeon Master's Guide,
Okay.
1 day of work to brew, requiring 25 gold. Sorry, 1 day of work to brew, requiring 25 gold worth of materials
Per potion?
per potion.
Ooh, okay.
And that's just for a basic health potion.
I
That's
see.
just a potion of healing. If you wanted to make a potion of superior healing, it would take 3 work weeks to brew and require 1,000 gold worth of materials.
Whoa!
If you wanted to create a potion of supreme healing, that would take 4 work weeks to brew, requiring 10,000 gold worth of materials.
Golly!
According to the DM guide.
Ouch.
What is Yask whittling?
I don't know. I don't
Well-
have any ideas.
I was going to hand you some straight sticks and a tool that straightens them out into arrow shafts.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
You'll see the shavings that I use to light fire and stuff like that.
Is this your way of asking me to make you some arrows?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
I
while
just
you're-
thought maybe you'd.
Well, you're already whittling. I mean,
Well, you're
Might
why
as
at
not
well.
help a brother out, you know?
This way I don't have to buy them, you know? Hey, it gives me something to do, so sure.
so you just
No,
clicking
come here.
as they observe you. Yes.
Yeah.
What do you plan to do with the painting?
I don't know. I think I'm just trying to, like... I don't know. I'm trying to hide it in a way, I guess.
Twig's gonna try to steal it from you.
Twig is not gonna steal.
If anything,
He would never.
I might just ask Twig if I could keep it in their wagon, so I don't have to carry this thing around all the time once we get back to town.
When we get there, yes.
You know, there's a chance that the person portrayed in that we've recently made angry can find us by tracking that magically.
Could be cover. Cover the painting. Okay, do you think Twig's people would have weird feelings about paintings of people?
It's entirely possible. Because you based the Myconids off of Native Americans, and the Native Americans, when they first experienced cameras,
Took their soul.
fairly certain that the camera was stealing your soul.
Yeah, I knew that. That's why I asked.
In this instance, that might be a good thing.
Is it though?
Oh, well, I mean, now that
I
we're
mean,
in
she's
possession of it.
here. Her presence is here. Just wrap it up tightly in a bag.
Just lock it in a closet.
Keep it
Put
away
a
from the
mustache
children.
over all the people in the painting so it's
Put a mustache.
non-discernible.
Just to face it.
If a mustache shows up on it, we know who did it.
Kind of tempted to burn it, you know? See what happens.
She appears, slaps your hand.
By the way, I forgot to mention, you all have a dream that night.
We've been awake
Oh, no.
for a few minutes, but you have a dream.
Yes, I have forgotten.
Okay,
Oh, hold on.
what did we
We're
dream
all being
about?
judged by your character, content of our character.
Sorry?
Well, you said we have a dream, and I was like, we're all being now judged by the content of our character.
Hopefully not.
Nice. Who wants to hear their dream first?
I would like to hear my
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah,
I'm always terrified about mine, so I'd like to not go first.
Yas goes last because they're the main character.
That's how this
Gotcha.
works.
And Steyer likes to steal the show, so Steyer goes first.
Well, Stars is always relatively normal.
Like, if this was a franchise, Steyer would be the fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Steyer.
Yes.
In this dream, you stand in the center of Golden Moon, but something is wrong. The village is submerged in water, buildings swaying in slow motion as if trapped by the ocean's grip. Fish swim lazily through the streets. You try to move, but the water resists you. You hear a song, melodic, haunting and irresistible, calling you deeper into the sea. As you turn, you see a shadowy figure at the edge of the village. Zernia, her eyes locking into yours. Her voice cuts through the water. Your victory is hollow. My tide will rise again.
Oh,
I would like to take back my original statement of your
Huh.
dreams are usually normal.
that one was not so particularly normal.
Keep in mind, Nox, Steyer is a construct. Constructs do not dream. But Steyer...
We might all have to redo what we woke up feeling like.
Who's next?
I'll go
Okay.
next.
Or them.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
I'll go something.
Nox. You dream of standing in a vast underwater temple. Its pillars encrusted with coral and glowing with a faint bioluminescent light. Before you, an altar stands, drenched in the red glow of an unnatural moon shining from the surface above. Upon the altar rests a silver crescent, dripping with black ichor. A voice speaks from behind you. Zernia's voice, low and commanding.
Turn to face her.
You have tasted my power. You have stood in its shadow. All who deny me will be sacrificed. You, too, shall fall upon this altar. The crescent in your hand feels heavy as the world around you starts to tremble. And you awake.
Well, that's disconcerting.
To say the least.
Twig. You find yourself on the shore of a blackened beach, the waves crashing against the rocks. The moon is full, its reflection stretching impossibly long across the water. As you watch, the reflection begins to ripple and change. Suddenly the moon turns from silver to blood red, and from the water, a monstrous form emerges. Zernia, towering and terrible. Taller than even you. Her voice echoes like the crash of waves. Even the moon succumbs to the depths. You too shall be drawn beneath when the time comes. The beach dissolves under your feet and you fall into the dark water below. As you awake. And lastly, my favorite.
Oh
Yes,
no. Oh no. I'm so scared.
in your dream, you are not yourself.
Alright, hit me.
You feel ancient, powerful, and eternal. You stand beneath the ocean, gazing up at the surface where the light barely touches the water. All around you, strange, fish-like creatures bow in reverence. A dark, familiar presence wraps itself around your mind. My blood flows in you, child of the depths. Zernia's voice whispers. You are mine, born of the sea and its mysteries. Do you not feel the call of the depths? The power you wield is your birthright. Join me and rule as my heir, my chosen, or deny your heritage and drown in insignificance. Suddenly, a vision flashes. Your reflection in the water, your face subtly shifting, scales beneath the skin, glowing eyes. The dream ends with a soft hum of a deep, resonant song that pulls at your very core.
Dude.
Uh-oh.
I have done my
I-
magic again.
Did I just like transport into the fucking painting? Because that's exactly what that feels like. I think we should burn it. Should we burn it?
I mean, it really feels like all of you were transported into these 3 paintings.
Oh my gosh.
Do we need to burn the paintings?
It's the prisons.
Because we're always on that damn phone.
We're always on that damn phone.
Yeah, that is disconcerting considering Steyer can't dream.
Styrie just like bolts upward.
Like fucking Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Oh,
you-
very
Is he
cute.
drawing?
I love it.
That's
Hello.
a little better. At least it's not AI generated.
Dude, it's actually really good. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, that looks pretty great to me.
I did in 5 minutes in Windows Paint, so that was pretty cool.
I mean, it looks better than the AI art, so.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta teach me how to use fucking paint, because this is really good.
I actually took a class on it for maybe like 2 weeks. Miss Yuriegas' class taught us a little bit of how to use paint for some reason. But yeah. So Steyer is working on the still and messing with it like it's piano and just
After the nightmare dream.
yes.
Yes, he's whittling in fear now.
I'm willing to distract myself at this point. I'm gonna see if I can find what the last stream
At
was.
least she hasn't threatened my kid yet, I guess.
That's true.
That is true.
Other than the whole total annihilation thing.
I feel like the total annihilation thing kind of also encompasses the children.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had a dream, apparently.
It has been a
It has been a very long time.
I can't find it, and I'm going back a lot of pages.
So,
Nox, you're probably immediately like, what the fuck did I just get into?
welcome to the party.
You're stuck with us now.
Yeah, she's already mad at you. You kinda gotta stick with us now.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker. It's time to die.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker.
I love that.
so, I
I'm
have
really
a question
sad
about
because I wrote one for Josh and he won't get to hear it.
Oh man.
Down.
Can we hear?
Yeah, can we have a snippet?
Yeah. Spoil us a little bit.
So, okay. Go ahead.
Josh's dream was you find yourself floating in a boundless ocean, the moon hanging low and crimson in the sky above. The water around you is calm, but below the surface you sense movement. Strange humanoid shapes swim just beneath your feet, circling. A soft voice echoes in your mind, whispering, "You cannot escape what lurks beneath. Even now I wait and watch." The water turns icy cold as a pair of glowing eyes rise from the depths, staring into your soul. Just as you feel something reach for your ankle, you jolt awake.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Okay.
You
Hey,
know, I
we're
was
all
wading
better
in the
than
river
that.
one time fishing, and a snake brushed my eye.
Ooh.
It's not fun.
That does not sound fun.
I don't think I'd ever go into a lake again.
I never go in lakes anyway.
Yeah, that's very true. I don't either.
I don't swim in lakes.
Well, it wasn't a lake; it was a stream. Didn't I say stream? I thought I said stream. At any rate, yeah,
Well,
we had rattlesnakes can swim. By the way,
Most
in
Oh.
case you're wondering.
it's
I did not know
10.
that.
It's 10 o'clock.
I didn't know that.
It
is 10 o'clock. I can stay a little bit later if anyone wants to.
I can push to 10:30.
I can
Yeah.
push to 10:30, but then I gotta go sleep.
Yeah, I gotta go right after though.
I don't have anything going on Monday
I have work.
other than I got to go to the church and build an outhouse.
Interesting.
We have a. It's going to be indoor plumbing outhouse.
Oh, okay. So, how does everyone's morning routine change?
Steyer is a little disconcerted, like I said, but otherwise doesn't really affect him. He's happy to be messing with his stuff.
Twig still immediately looks for Yaskins.
Yask is still whittling away, just not as happily as before. More on edge, if anything.
I'm gonna say Twig actually speaks not in your mind. You okay?
Not really, but I'm not gonna let it affect me too much. We have a lot to do today.
Yes.
Who is that fish woman?
Nox just bursts open. Who's the fish woman?
Just out the window.
Throws the sticks onto Gas slap.
Well, no, I've been up all night.
His
I only
hair's
need that 4 hours
crazed.
of sleep. I've been up all night wandering around in the darkness.
So Nox just
Waiting for
appears
them
out of nowhere.
Just up spawns in. What the
Twig.
fuck was that?
Twig looks at you. Like,
Hold on, I'm
"Noise,
pulling
this-"
myself together.
like about to cry.
It's like just not like glancing up at you, not really wanting to talk, but feels obligated to at the same time. She's technically my aunt. Though now I'm not so sure about that.
Jeez, what?
My aunt.
Huh. And we killed her pet thingy.
Honestly, I don't even know who that was.
I can't throw.
See, but she wants to bring it the end of the world.
So she can bring back the
Isn't she
ancient
some
race
sort of
that
goddess?
we are. Yeah,
See, we didn't know that until recently.
it's been like
Okay,
what, like
so-
3 years?
Isn't that counterintuitive for some goddess to want to end the world that her supposed worshippers are in?
She wants to rebuild it how she wants it.
How it's supposed to be.
Oh, one of those.
Mhm.
With this again.
So we're stopping her, right?
We're trying.
Okay.
It's a little
Yeah, I'm
hard
with
when
you
she
guys
keeps
on that.
just- It's a little hard when she keeps just kind of popping up out of nowhere trying to get me to join her. And then gets upset every time I say no, as if I'm going to change my mind on a whim.
Yeah, also, after learning she killed all of our parents. Except for Star.
Yeah, I
Star's
won
good.
out in the end.
Star was the least traumatized out of all of us.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It would be pretty
Is
hard to
it-
do. Well,
His
Until I
mother
joined
hates
you
him.
guys. Until I joined you guys to get that child murdering bastard. I doubt my parents were involved in this, but
Now you are involved.
they're dead.
She knows your face. You're
Huh?
stuck with us now.
Yeah, she knows my face now.
Yeah, because you know what, she's probably gonna take you out by herself. She exploded
guy.
someone's head when she was done with them. That,
she did do that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that poor elf woman. I forgot about her.
yeah, we miss her.
The person that omnisciently,
Elenion, yeah.
Yeah.
called us or whatever, and then completely silenced halfway through the call. That wasn't any good either.
We can stay here as long as we need to replenish whatever.
Star would be happy spending a whole week just making straight potions if you would really want to do that.
We need to go back town.
We need to go back to town to talk to the mayor, and then we need to go back to talk to the emperor. We have shit to do.
Yeah, we
You
got a
guys
list.
kind of have an entire country relying on you right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember, our
Okay,
our
so
country's dying.
I need to check my children.
that being
and you
said,
need to check your what?
Children.
Steyer doesn't really do a whole lot in social situations. He definitely makes it more encumbrant. So he would be okay to staying, watching the cabin, and making potions the whole time. If you wanted to go
Nature's
talk
gonna
to.
reclaim this cavern. It's just gonna be a lump out here. I mean, the grass is gonna grow. Those vines are gonna grow.
If Steyer sat on my cap, could he work on his potions?
It is not a stable platform.
Dang it.
Can he just like bring it with him, and then we could leave him in the wagon?
I mean, technically,
Yeah, it's not that big, and I could do it in the cabin. But
once you get back to town, the village, you could summon your wagon. Steyer could set up shop in the wagon.
I'd have to show him the big part of the wagon.
Yep.
I do trust y'all to be in the big part.
And then I mean, on the boat ride back, when we have to go back to our country, he could just do it on the boat. He could just hunker down in his room the whole time.
right.
And we can look for dolphins.
Because it is a 10-day travel, so.
So we have to get on the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah. It is not land travel.
It does not like the ocean.
Fantastic. Oh no, I don't mind the ocean. Of course, not minding the ocean was prior to pissing off some ocean goddess.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it that way.
Are you
I
sure
kinda
it'll
forgot.
be 10 days?
No, it'll be fine.
She crashes the boat.
Yeah, are you sure it'll be 10 days back?
Well, that's what it
Don't
was on
scare me
Monday.
like that.
Then we had a fucking like pirate attack, so I don't know.
And just then, a giant kraken appears out of the
Giant
water.
enemy spider.
Just a TPK.
TPK. TPK.
Streaming right now.
Well, pirates aren't immune to arrows.
Most things aren't, which helps.
Took care of them pretty okay last time. I mean, someone did die, but you know.
It
Yeah,
happens.
but it wasn't one of us, so it's fine.
Pirate, as he lights his hand on fire, his pirate ships burn.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out who exactly died. I know I wrote that down.
The
What's
captain.
like, who's the captain?
It was the captain. Damn, isn't that the guy we gave a funny name? Hold on, my notes are not at all fucking neat and tidy.
He was the one that forced me to give him a gender.
No, we gave the quartermaster a funny name. He wants us to call him Iron Hook, but I think we accidentally called him shit once, and then that just became his name.
Shit hook. Yeah, it was shit hook. Wasn't it? Old shit.
Well, yeah, because his actual name was Sawyer Ironhook.
Mm-hmm.
You guys called him Shithook because you couldn't remember his name.
Perhaps.
You know, could give you tetanus.
Okay.
No, we called him that because I think you were trying to tell his name,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then he yelled shit. because
You said
couldn't find
shit.
it.
Yeah.
You like loudly said shit.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't know, I bet he's gonna love seeing us again.
He is just patiently waiting in the town.
It's me. I'm back.
Well, Shithook is. The captain is not. The captain is
Captain
at the
is-
bottom of the
Get
ocean.
you-
Ooh.
I can get you to town pretty quick if you guys want to get ready to go.
We can go.
Here's another berry.
Now, Steyr, you can work on your potions later, okay?
I could. Okay. I'll pack my stuff up.
That didn't take much convincing.
Yeah, I was about to bribe him with another
Fire.
fish, but you know.
Yes.
Add regular old longbow your inventory.
Oh, thank you.
I'm deleting it from mine.
I've got a few of these, but I will not mind to take another to just examine.
Oh, there it is.
To possibly sell down the line. If we need to.
What? No, I have to have all my little trinkets.
Finn has like 40,000 gold.
That I do forget about that.
Yeah, but unless he's here, we can't exactly, you know, use his money.
No, we'll just walk up to his sleeping body and.
To rob him.
No, we wouldn't do that.
By the way, Finn was basically a contract killer before he regrouped with the party.
So yeah, we all have a slightly interesting past.
Slightly interesting. I went and lived in the wilds with my colony, and Steyr was reunited with nature for a good bit.
Yes.
And Yask was raised by the eel woman.
Yeah, I was raised by the evil woman. Which is
Not knowing she was evil.
no. That was just my aunt, man.
What was she training you for? She didn't even tell you until you.
Until she exploded a woman's head and then I fucking turned into a fish.
Yeah.
You know,
Man.
regular activities.
Yeah, every Sunday, you know, it's
Yeah, it's just a normal day.
to the town.
What's the big city on this island?
Sorry?
What's a big city on this island?
So, Yanabe is the capital city, and it's actually where everybody needs to go
Mhm.
to reconvene with the Emperor.
We gotta talk to the mayor
Okay.
first.
So yeah, I escaped the streets of Yanabe to the wilds to be raised and trained by druids. That's how I came to be such a swamp runner.
We do need to go to the emperor, but we have to go to the mayor first to let her know that her townspeople are safe. And then we can go to the
I
emperor.
can get you.
Yeah.
I can get you guys there in a hurry. Well, more expeditiously than you can travel
Yeah.
by yourself. So if you want to pack up, Steyr,
Okay, Steyer's gonna pack up or whatever, and then realize he needs to do one more thing, and then start packing up again, and then oh wait, actually, and then keep on going on and on.
Do you want a pen and paper so you can remember everything that you need to do?
Steyer's gonna look at you, say maybe, turn around, start working on his thing again,
Hey,
and then kind of roll his eyes. And start
you know, Steyr, when we get back on the boat home, you'll be like able to do it for like 2 weeks.
and then
Boat and fish.
Yeah,
Boat
boat, fish, and potion making. And if we get back to the city, you can do those things.
We can't go on the boat if we're out here.
that is true. Yeah, you convince Steyr. He'll leave with y'all.
I like the idea of you had to talk this tire like a child.
Yes.
It's like, if we put the treat down now, we can get more treat later.
Also, boat. Hmm?
Boat. Yeah? I said your favorite word. Jingle, 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 jingle. Boat.
Fish.
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 Let's head to town.
Boat.
I'll get him to town as fast as I can.
Yeah, it's about 6 hours from. While you're leading them, it's about 6 hours from your cabin to town.
Okay.
You guys make it there. It's still midday ish. Probably 2, 3 in the afternoon. What are you gonna do now?
Are we at?
Well, now I'm gonna stay.
You are in the village of Golden Moon.
To the mayor.
To the children. To the mayor.
Y'all can go do whatever you want. I'm going straight to the mayor.
We're going to the mayor.
Okay. You guys search around town for a while, and eventually you find the mayor in her office. You approach her. She gets kind of startled, like, "Oh, it's just you. It's just you. I was worried I was next."
Well, we come with good news.
Yes.
We have taken care of your werewolf problem.
Our werewolf problem.
Yeah, the murders. The werewolf.
Oh, yes. That werewolf.
I was like, did we find out somewhere else? That it-
Did we kill someone else's werewolf?
Oops. Just someone's pet dog.
Yeah, Jesse's pet dog.
Oh, that's so much worse.
Definitely not better.
Zernia's pet dog.
Gosh, don't dead name her.
I'm sorry. I'm getting used to it.
It's very, very different. It went from normal person name to very much just fantasy name.
She is ancient from what we can tell.
That is true. I'm kind of curious how old she is.
You just like call her up. Hey, Zernia. Hi, Chad.
No, I'm not joining you. I have a question.
Just one tiny question.
So, the mayor responds with, "Oh my gosh, thank you. I have a few things we've collected to offer a reward for whoever solved our issue. But I don't think it'll ever be enough to repay you for what you've done for our city." She's like, come, and she walks out of the front door of her office, kind of out into the main area of whatever that building's called. The
Town
town
hall?
hall.
Yeah.
She leads you kind of around to where her secretary is. And behind this woman's desk is a large silver inlaid chest. Here you go. Everything we gathered in this span of time is in this chest. The whole chest is yours.
Oh. Thank you so much.
been just what's
Bro, okay,
Can we open it?
kind of rude to inventory it right there, but
Very true. Hey, Twig, I think you should carry it. I think you're the
Carry
only
the
person who
chest?
can. Yeah.
okay. Pick it up with one hand.
But no, actually, this chest is super light.
Oh.
Okay. I still pick it up with one hand.
I mean, like, not that it's an empty chest. It's just this chest is extremely light.
Yoink.
all right. So I put silver chest uninventoried so far, and it's in the Caleb's campaign general.
What if we didn't open it here?
You want to take it back to the wagon?
I mean, you could always summon your wagon outside and then just load it up in there.
I'm gonna like go outside and excitedly dance and clap twice for my wagon.
They're children.
My babies.
Basically, Twig installed the clapper on their wagon. If they're standing on a road, it has to be a road, which, according to the definition of the wagon, is up to my discretion what counts as a road. Twig can clap twice, and the wagon appears.
Oh, goody!
I can't believe we're calling it the clapper.
So I'm watching this I'm watching this miracle happen right there in front of me.
I'm going to reach in my wagon and hug both my kids.
Do you get them out to introduce them?
Yes.
Nox, you watch as Twig pulls from the door of the wagon, which is basically shaped like, didn't we agree it's like one of the big, like, gypsy wagons?
Yeah, kind of like this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, that's exactly what I was envisioning too.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Twig pulls out another smaller myconid and a owlin chick, I guess. Although it's not really a chick.
She's like 5 now.
Yeah. It's an owlin toddler.
Like
Still,
the
right?
little myconid here is named Olmis, and then my owlin is Gaia. She doesn't speak very much.
I see.
Just from Gaia, you hear, "Friend!"
Victim! I don't.
Basically. That's a joke he doesn't get.
No, he doesn't.
You want to describe that?
Well,
do we want to, or do we want to leave it as a surprise for later?
that's a special surprise tool that we have for later. To let you know, Nox, she wasn't always 5. Just a month ago, she was a month old. Then she struck me with or something struck me with lightning, and now she's 5.
She's aged twice.
She's aged twice.
Twice.
I don't know if owls age like that or not.
I think the second time was on purpose.
And Nox, as you're like looking at this owlin toddler, you realize that underneath the feathers in some patches, there's like scales, like blue dragon scales.
The group just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
nod politely.
Are they adorable? And they just do that thing parents do.
Yes. Yes, very adorable.
Knox doesn't like kids, confirmed.
Fish around in a bag for some salted meat and hand it to the Alan.
She just rips into it. You got a beast.
Oh, we inventory the chest now that we're outside.
It's in the way. Or it's by the way.
So, inside of this chest, and this is probably going to take longer than the 2 minutes we have until 10:30.
This can be our last thing.
Yes. Inside of this, well, first of all, the chest is a small, beautifully crafted chest inlaid with silver, filled with supplies for future adventures.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The chest is engraved with protective runes and designed to be lightweight yet durable, ideal for traveling adventurers.
Very cool.
Hence why, when Twig picked up the chest, it's lighter than even an empty chest. Anyway, inside is 3 doses of anti-venom, 5 vials of holy water,
Someone write that down.
and a
Hold
flask.
on. Oh, slow down. I can only type so fast.
No, you're fine.
Are you gonna write it
3
down?
doses of anti-venom,
3 doses. Go ahead.
3 doses of anti-venom. You got that?
Yes, go.
5 vials of holy water,
Not there.
1
Here.
flask of
Yep.
alchemist's fire, a scroll of protection from evil and good,
Go.
500 gold pieces, these gold pieces are stamped with the crest of Golden Moon.
Okay.
A cloak of the moon's grace. Cloak of the moon's grace.
We're gonna need that identify again. That it?
Nope. There
Are we
are
like
Okay.
halfway?
2 potions of greater healing.
Is that greater or...
Greater.
Okay.
5 golden moon medallions.
Okay.
And a moon-touched weapon. I have not decided what weapon it is, but it will be moon-touched.